The last one, I'll just end up trying to do a late forgiveness for. I've never gotten late forgiveness before, so I imagine they got to be nice to me once, right?
We got ourselves a big over here.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another Cruisin with Corey. We are out here on the 2nd of July here in southeastern Massachusetts. It is hotter than Satan's asshole out here.
Oh my God!
And nobody is out working. I've checked a bunch of different apps in the area. I'm getting high volume alerts, Get Out There and Dash, Peak Pay, and in the case of the order that I already took, a major mega Uber surge shop. Haven't seen one of these in a while. Of course, if you're new, we talk about gig, we do ride-alongs, tips and tricks, all the fun stuff. Like, share, comment, subscribe, consider hitting the join button if you feel like I give you value. Yeah, YouTuber crap. But yeah, 16 items I think this order is at Shaw's. It's going north, which is a good thing because that's where I want to be. And at the last time I checked this, there is a beluga, which I just made up that word, of shipped orders. And a lot of them are good, so we should have no problem making money. The only problem we're going to have is not passing out because it is so hot. I did bring, and I went to Costco the other day, and I bought a bulk pack of these like hydration packets. These are my favorite ones. We brought a couple of them because we're going to keep hydrated, keep ourselves chugging. But we got to chug to Shaw's and grab this order. Well, shop this order, and then grab it. And grab the stuff to shop it. Even the random side streets in the middle of nowhere have traffic. Well, that was quite the experience. For 16 items, it took me about a half hour to shop, and that was because there was a lot of weird items in there. I don't even want to say weird, it's just stuff I've never shopped for before. So, I know the section, but I didn't know exactly where it was, but all in all, we found just about everything. Well, we found everything. We had to sub, but he didn't go without anything. So, we have 14. I've actually delivered to him before, too. I believe, if memory serves, I bought flowers for this guy on Mother's Day, and he gave me a huge tip for it, like 25 bucks. So we'll be optimistic, but we'll find out. We'll do this in 13 minutes, 6.5 miles. We're waiting on a pretty good sized tip on that, at least $14. $25 base pay with the 7 and change dollar boost plus. Now, it is ridiculous how much is going on now, and it's because of traffic. Again, I told you in my last video, I live in Tourist City. There's still 24 ships on the board. So we're gonna take the money wherever it is. There's plenty of money seemingly out in this area, but I gotta make a decision right now. Do I go left or do I go right? Right means I stay south. Left means I go north. I'm going to make the executive decision and go north because I feel like that has the chance to be, well, it's just more prosperous. There's more stuff down there. Now, it does go the other way too, where when you have more stuff, sometimes it means you have less orders because you have more drivers. So it's a catch-22 of what to do, but this is what we're going to do for now. Let you know when I get back to the zone, what we take, or when something happens. Alright, so we were headed up to the Target area to head to Shipt, and we got this Uber shop order for PetSmart. Unfortunately, at the second I got the order, I just passed the exit, so I got to go up a mile, back down a mile, but I don't care. It's another 38 bucks. 9 items. It's actually headed in the direction of Target, so that's a good thing. And this will put me 2 out of 3 to an Uber shop incentive, which I think we're gonna get at current trajectory. So things are just looking up. Just gotta be picky about certain orders. Wherever I look, there's traffic. So we got to take orders going north, which is against everything that I usually do. Because everyone wants to go south to the Cape, I got to go north to where nobody wants to be, because that's where traffic will be at its minimalist. Had to get some help, but we got it all. So let's check out and go. Oh my goodness. Everyone's buying weird stuff today. Like, not weird, but just like, I would think that it would just be like dog food and a toy, but no, we're getting like Band-Aids and weird medicines and things I've never heard of before. But hopefully old Puppo is doing okay. We'll be there to help old Puppo out in about 10 minutes, probably closer to 20 with traffic. But we'll see. At least this order has good margin on it, and it's paying our time here. 38 bucks. All right, dropped off. Wife is sending me on a goose chase. She wants to get lobster for the kids, but it's sold out. So she's asking me if the other store has it in stock. But as you can tell, $28 pay on that. So that means we're waiting on a $10 tip. The lady was very appreciative and responsive, just saying thank you in chat. So I'm not worried about anything. And plus, as we know with Uber shopping, and all Uber tips these days, they are guaranteed. Thank you, Chuck. So, because the place we need to go, we need to visit a grocery store. I saw a Shipt order on the screen earlier. I'm gonna see if it's still there, because that Shipt order was literally going to this location. And it's still there. It has $6 on time pay, but it's only five items, so I would like to stack more than this, but right now I gotta do this to make the kids happy. So 40 minutes, shop 6 items, drive 3.5 miles, get paid about 25 bucks. We can do that. All right, that order is dropped off, and as we dropped that one off, the tip from the first Uber order came in, and it went up $51 on that Uber shop and pay. We're still waiting on the second one. That'll be $38, so now we're already over $100 in roughly 2 hours or so. I am on my side quest now. It should take a few minutes. Now, my wife said if they have lobster at the grocery store, I need to stop, buy the lobster, and bring it home. So I want my kids to be happy, but I also want them to not have lobster so that way I can keep working. This is a really weird situation right now. So I just had to stop and do a little side quest for my wife, and that's over with now. I just had to check to see if they had something in stock at the grocery store. But we got ourselves our third Uber Eats shop of the day. So this should, if my memory remembers correctly, be another $10 on top of it. $42 for about 16 miles, 5 of which are just going to Home Depot. We're buying a shop vac, a mini shampooer machine thingy. Taking it up north. The beauty of what happens here is up north, it's actually pretty quick to get down to Target, and then we'll grab some Shipts and we'll go home, and we'll probably be at like 200 bucks in 4 hours. That's the plan anyways. But as we know, in the world of gig, plans change and they change real quick. But in the meanwhile, off to Home Depot. I don't know why I've been so afraid of these orders. It literally tells you the day and everything. Just like, all right, it's right here. Nope. This is it. It's just on sale. Alright, so it's the right vacuum. It's just Uber thinks it's wrong. So we're just going to type it in as it is. And should be good. A few moments later. It's literally the exact item. And it says refund. So instead of getting $41, we're just going to get less than that. But is what it is. That was frustrating. It was. You saw what I saw. It literally made no sense why that one did not count as the correct item, and you can't force it through. Like, that's what they had. It was on sale, and I don't think Uber knew it was on sale, or I don't know exactly what it was, but the customer was completely unresponsive, didn't want it. So instead of getting actually $51 for that with the bonus, we get $5. So that's a little shot in the balls right there, but there's still a lot of money to be made tonight. Let's go find it. I think I have myself in an impossible pickle now. I just accepted 3 Shipt orders. The combined base pay would be around 23, 30, 16 plus 23 is 39. I don't know, it's like $50 in base pay. If we get any tips, that's nice, but the problem is I gotta get it done by 7. It's 5:30. Nor on any other day it wouldn't be a big deal, but traffic is a bitch, so I gotta be out of the store by 6 to have any chance. All right, so that was a flying train wreck. I didn't record it because I just didn't have time to. I'm already, like, this is probably going to be the first Shipt order I've ever been late on in my life, which pisses me off because I like being perfect. But the middle order, there was a weird item that would not scan. Like, no matter how many times I tried, it would not scan. Like, there was a barcode, it was perfectly good package, but it wouldn't scan. And I tried adding it as a manual item, and that didn't work. And I tried just doing it different ways. And then I tried to even fudge it, but she didn't understand when I said that I'm gonna scan a different package and then give you the one you want, so it's gonna show up different, but don't worry about it. She didn't understand that, and she kept rejecting it. So, is what it is. We're gonna be at the first address by 6:25. We should be to the second address on time. That's important because there's $6 of on-time pay with it. The third order, we will definitely be late on, but there was no on-time pay for that, so I'm not too worried about it. But let's go. Yeah, we got no chance of making this. 6:16, we got no chance. All right, now we are looking at 6:53 to get to the next one. We'll at least get us our +6. we'll get all of our on-time pay. The last one, I'll just end up trying to do a late forgiveness for. I've never gotten late forgiveness before, so I imagine they got to be nice to me once, right?
Bruh.
Oh, it's gonna be close. All right, we're dropped off. Can I shave a minute? Again, this doesn't mean anything from a pay perspective. It's mainly a rating perspective. Can I get this on time? Can I make up? I would need to make up 2 minutes because I don't know. I've just never been late before, and I don't intend to be now. I'm gonna drive safely, but I plan on shaving a minute off this time. A few minutes later. We got no chance. We lost a minute. 7:02. No bueno! No bueno. Gained a minute. Gained a minute. I'm not gonna gain 2, but I gained 1. 6:58. Well, we didn't make it. We were 2 minutes late, so I will go through the process. I've never done it before and try to file for late forgiveness because I like having a perfect rating. 7 o'clock right now. We've been out for, I don't know, 3 hours. Our amazing rate of like $50 an hour didn't sustain. Of course, it would have been nice if it did. Still a little salty on that Home Depot order and that Shipt order as well. I don't think the tips on it are going to be that great because those orders have been sitting there for a long time. And when orders sit there for a long time, customers get upset. The companies guarantee that they'll get their orders by 2 to 4, and well, maybe they don't guarantee, but they promise it, and when it doesn't happen, because again, these companies can't control when drivers are going to accept orders, you know, it just disappoints the customers. So yeah, I think we're gonna call this a video right here. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know how your holiday weekends are going, or went by the time I get this out, because I'm probably gonna get this out well after the 4th. But how did your holiday go? How much traffic did you have to deal with? Blah, blah, blah. I don't really have much else to toss in there, but this is Cruisin' with Corey. Corey, out.